Hello there, YouTubers. So we're doing a review on Linuxmint 15 Cinnamon Edition. No codecs. Yes, there is no codecs in this one. I haven't really installed this on my system because, well, I just fancy to check it out. Anyway, so what does Linuxmint 15 have to offer to the users today? Well, not today, but always. As we know, Cinnamon is very thingy. I think I'm using a light version of Cinnamon, which is a bit graphically bugged. That's more for the virtual box I'm using that causes problem. So there's some features I'm going to show you today that Cinnamon do offer, and then we're going to see where I'll explain where Mint may be going in the future, maybe. Okay. So first off, they've got new software sources, as you all know. Software sources. So we load up software sources, and this is the new software sources they have. So they got the main server from based in the thing here. So I want UK to apply, so it'll be English. But yeah, this is their new software sources. So if you want to have the latest version from the Olivia servers, and you've got the base arraying servers, then get the best things. Plus you can get the backports and the unstable packages as well from Romeo, so that's quite good. You can add PPAs and you can add extra repositories to the system itself, which is quite good. So software sources from the original one that Ubuntu has is rubbish. It's crap. I have to say it is a bit crap. It's a bit old, outdated, and it's not modified. It's not newable. So this is what Linuxmint team had built from scratch, and yeah, it looks really simple, really easy, really elegant. That's what Linuxmint's all about: elegance to their system. So yeah, really sweet and elegant. Okay, so we are looking into what's next. We're looking into. Let's have a look at they've got a driver program as well. So let's have a look at the hardware driver manager. Let's have a look at that. I know there'll be no drivers for it. Probably will be, but no, there isn't. Let's have a look. It's loading slow. It is in a virtual box, mind you. So yeah, as you know, there's a bar at the bottom. And it's got like a little. It's always been doing that for ages. Anyway, look. So we've got the driver manager, quite nice, very simple, very easy. In the original, in the Ubuntu version, they import the driver manager to software sources, which I find stupid because it shouldn't be in software sources, because the end of the day is the newbies are not going to go into software source all the time just to install drivers. Heck, they wouldn't even know where to go to get their provider drivers. They may or may not want to know. So importing it to software sources sounds a bit stupid, and it is, to be honest, a bit stupid. But having it separately from software sources and driver manager makes a whole lot of sense than just importing it together into one application, which I don't see the point. It is kind of stupid. I mean, they should be separated because, well, the other day is nobody wants to mess around with servers and repositories and stuff all day, especially newbies. I've been studying on newbies, and newbies do not want to mess with repositories all day. They pretty much want to get online and connect to the internet, play a few Steam games maybe, or play a few games on the web. That's it really. They didn't really want to mess with repos or installing provider drivers. But if there was a driver manager in the application menu, it would make sense. This is why Linuxmint 15 is more for newbies than Ubuntu 13.04. Now the reason why I've done a review of 13.04 because it ain't newbie friendly anymore. It just isn't newbie friendly anymore. I feel that Ubuntu's going the wrong direction and trying to get all these new technologies to the newbie clang, and again, Ubuntu is not newbie friendly anymore. It just isn't anymore. I mean, as a newbie, they've checked Ubuntu, and I've tested this on people who are just brand new and moved from Windows to Ubuntu straight away. Didn't know what they were used to the bottom panel, the menu, simple. And when they went straight to dock and the messy thing, the dash, they find the dash is really messy. They find it really confusing. You know, straight out of the box, in Linuxmint Cinnamon and Mate Edition, they're in categorize, right? In the Unity dash, the first thing that pops up is a search engine bar. Now, they usually, by default, they hide the category menu, so newbies don't understand where the category menu is. So this is why Ubuntu is not user newbie friendly, while Linuxmint is. Okay. Again, it's called categorizing. Searching bar and categorizing are the two main important things of running an interface for newbies. They want to make sure they can get to the categories they want to do. Because in the days, there are some applications that Linux has and named them, like for instance, in the internet, you know, they might not know what Firefox is. Yeah, Firefox web browser, it makes a whole lot of sense of what that is. Yeah, in Ubuntu, is it easy to find that browser? Well, probably is, because it's on the Unity dock. But say that was an application they were looking for, couldn't find it on desktop, couldn't find Unity dock. It's complicated, it's complex. I don't think it's used newbie friendly. You see, this is why Ubuntu are moving too far a direction where newbies won't be able to handle the interface altogether. So that's why I don't think Ubuntu is newbie friendly. I have actually tested it on my girlfriend. I've tried it on my mother's computer. I've tried it on everyone. And they've tested it about a week, and honestly, they give it a thumbs down. It's not newbie friendly. It's been proven and factored that it's not newbie friendly. So this is why I recommend Linuxmint as a newbie friendly operating system overall than Ubuntu. Okay. Yeah, Cinnamon has some nice features. They've got the hot corners, as you know. You can drag and drop to the finger. You still have the name, workspaces, and stuff. What else they have? Oh, they integrated two menus, the no menu and their menu integrated as one. So if you go to system settings, when it loads, it's a little bit slow, but it's integrated as one. I feel that's quite interesting to see. Gives them settings for newbies to come in, because in the days when they've been using Windows, because 9 out of 10 those newbies have been using Windows, so they're going to get used to something like this. Using Ubuntu is a totally different curve, a totally different new way of working the desktop, and it's more inclined for the Mac users. When previously using Mac, maybe moving to Ubuntu makes a whole lot of sense, but Windows users moving over to Ubuntu does not make any sense. So this is why Linuxmint is more elegant and user-friendly than Ubuntu is. And yes, it is point of fact that Ubuntu is more harder to use than Linuxmint. It is point of fact, it is true, because I've done some estimations of which is easier and which is harder. And honestly, I find that Linuxmint is more easy to use than Ubuntu. And I'm not just saying it to be a Linuxmint fan, but then again, I've tested this Ubuntu interface for a long time. Comparison between Linuxmint and Ubuntu. I'll have to do a video about comparisons of Ubuntu and Linuxmint, which is easier. We can test them both more fully and show you that Linuxmint is more easy usage than Ubuntu is. So, which we'll bring up. I'll bring up a video to prove that point. That's what I've been working on for a while, so I haven't done videos lately, to find out which is newbie friendly and which are actually newbie friendly distributions. 9 out of 10. You don't just test it on one person, you test it on loads of different people. But yeah, we'll carry on moving off from easy use and stuff. Yeah, Linuxmint is simple, it's easy, and it's got a simple menu that they can understand what it says and stuff. So yeah, they've got integrated the no menu and the cinnamon menu and put it as one. Good idea, fantastic. They had improved the Nemo file manager as well. They've got a little slider there, quite nice. You've got the divisions of what you want it as, quite nice. So we're Nemo 1.8.2, yeah, it's alright, it's up to date. Latest and greatest Nemo. I've noticed that the Mint theme has been updated a little bit, which you might not noticed it, might have, but they've updated it. It's a bit more, let's put it, not so ugly. It has been a bit more up to date, I've noticed, in theming. I mean, no one's not mentioned about theming in the review of Linuxmint 15, but I've seen that the theme has improved a little bit, especially on updating like the status bar when the loading bar is. It's more of a nice, say a more of a nice, lighter, darker type, kind of like a deeper green. It's not so so patchy and horrible. It's more of a nicer, deeper green type thing. So it's quite more better, you could say. So it is improved a little bit with the theming, which I've noticed. Yeah, it's basically all the control you did in Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows Vista, all that stuff, but in a Linux environment. So you know, that's quite interesting to see that Linuxmint thinking that way. Yeah. How many reviews? I have to give it 9 out of 10. The reason why for 9 is that the core it uses. If it wasn't using Ubuntu's core and forked of its own core and left Ubuntu, left Debian and became its own core. If the name between Debian and Ubuntu doesn't exist and they forked their own distribution from scratch, I would count it as 10 out of 10 for doing so much work and getting to do that. Because Linuxmint has evolved so far much, like with Cinnamon and Mate, edition with Mint Menu. I think Linuxmint is ready to leave Ubuntu, leave a Debian, and become their own distribution, as like they probably are. Or maybe use a Debian edition and just take the name Debian off and just say Linuxmint rolling release, you know, or something, which will be good. So concentrate more onto Debian platforms and leaving the Ubuntu platform completely, which would be a great alternative. And see if they can import the PPA system from Ubuntu and put it on the Debian machine, or whatever system base they want to base it on, which would be a great alternative than using Ubuntu's core all the time, which I think Linuxmint is able to do that. I mean, they've made a brilliant operating system, they made a brilliant theming with GNOME Shell, they've made brilliant stuff in software. What they need to do now is get off the crap cores they're on and become and fork their own. Fork their own. Not the word, but fork their own core and become their own refreshed distribution. Just like what Linux for You and Me says. You know, he says, I'm just making quotes, he prefers that it should be Linuxmint Debian or become Debian based. Well, I would say have Linuxmint, get rid of the name Debian, cross it out, just abolish the Ubuntu core, remove and import the PPA system into the Debian system world, and just use that stable core. And be honestly, I've been thinking it'd be a whacking good operating system if they did that. But yeah, again, the name of the Linuxmint is more easy friendly, and it's been proven by me, which I will do. Oops. No. That's where it went off. But as you get me, it's been proven that Linuxmint is better. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. The Linuxmint distribution just went on me for some weird reason. It's abandoned, aborted for some weird reason. But anyway, I'll see you all later, guys, and keep on with the Linuxmint.